This video is part 2 of practice test form F. We are going to be graphing cosine and we are going to find information. So starting with your amplitude, amplitude is 1. That comes from the first number. We have a midline of 5. Which means I moved up, so I went up 5. My top number is going to be 6, and my bottom number is going to be 4. With this, I have a value of, excuse me, b being equal to 2, so b equals 2. You can take 2 pi divided by 2 to get your period to get pi, or you may take 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. Ask yourself, is b going fast or slow? With b being 2, that means this person or this graph gets 2 things done to my 1. So I'm going to make it go faster, so I'm going to divide everything by 2. And when I do that, if I have anything that will simplify, I'm going to do that next. So those cancel out. That's pi. Nothing simplifies, nothing simplifies. So what I'm going to ask myself is, does the topmost number here next to pi divide by the bottommost number? They do not. So I'm going to multiply here and get pi over 4. Pi over 2 is already simplified. And 3 does not divide by 2, so I'm going to multiply these. I'm going to get 3 pi over 4. Now, really quick, if you are only doing it this way, this number here is your period. And I will fill in everything to the right at the very end. And last but not least, I have my value of minus pi over 4, says I'm going to go right, pi over 4 for my graph. So, and since this is cosine, I'm going to start top, and then I'm going to pay attention to my interval here for what I'm graphing. So with my graph, I'm going to draw down here on the bottom a graph. I'm going to make a 0, which is fine, and then I'm going to do my ticks. Like I said in class and everything, I like to do 4 ticks. Makes my happiness. So counting, if I started with 0 in the middle, this would be pi over 4. This is pi over 2. This is 3 pi over 4. This is pi. This is negative pi over 4. This is negative pi over 2. Negative 3 pi over 4. And negative pi. With my graph, I can see my interval start is on my graph right now. So I have an interval start at negative pi over 4, which is right here. But I don't have a 5 pi over 4, so I need to go more to the right. This tick is 1/4. This would be 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So that makes this one 5/4. So I'm going to go 5 pi over 4. And then I'm going to go highlight it till I have my interval end. With this, I have to put in my top number, my midline number, and everything. So my midline is 5, so I'm going to put a 5 right here. I'm going to draw a line up here to make it 6, and I'm going to draw a line down here about equidistance to be 4. I'm going to go take my ghost line, draw this in, which is really ghosty. Draw this one in. And with this, I'm going to bring it down, bring this one up, possibly. And then I'm going to double check, make sure I got everything, and I do. So I have to remember that I have to go right pi over 4. So that means on this graph, I have to go right, and I need to start at pi over 4, which means cosine is going to start right here at the top. This would be middle. This would be bottom. This would be middle, and this would be top. But I got to make sure I go backwards. So top, this would be middle, and this would be bottom. So now I'm just going to graph those values. So top, middle, bottom, middle, top, middle, and bottom. And then I'm going to go connect them as best I can. Oops, that is way too sharp. And there's my graph. And so what I will do is I'll come back over here to my period. I'm going to write down in my period is pi. I had an amplitude of 1. Phase shift was right pi over 4. And my vertical shift means I went up 5.